And then as soon as she left, I quickly got on my phone to see how much it was worth. And yeah, it was.
So obviously I couldn't get you on the show and not ask you to share some of your tips. So you've had some upgrades in the past, and it's something that I've never tried to do, but I'm going to make sure that I try to do and use your template to get the most out of. So how do you get an upgrade at a hotel?
So the thing that I always say to everybody is, if you're staying at a hotel that has these different tiers of rooms, always ask. Like, don't feel awkward about it. Don't feel weird about it. This is what I always say to people. The reason that you should be asking for an upgrade is because you're celebrating a special occasion, right? So that could be a job promotion. It could be someone's birthday. It could be someone's anniversary. But here's the final one, which means that everyone should be applying for this. Booking with your hard-earned money and going away somewhere is a special occasion. Like, it doesn't happen all the time. So don't feel bad. And I think once you get over that, you'll start, feeling okay with putting yourself out there. So that's the first hurdle. And then secondly, it's a case of sending an email at the time of booking. I like to do it then. Then I like to do a little follow-up, perhaps, a week or so out.
Okay.
And in that email, as you said, I've got a template on my website that people can literally just copy and paste. But it's all about expressing how you found out about the hotel, why you're excited to stay. Ask some questions. If you don't want to ask outright, though you totally can, you could do something along the lines of, do you know what? A job promotion is a really good one, because you can say, I've booked this to celebrate whoever you're traveling with, job promotion. Could you recommend any great bars in the area? I'd love to surprise them. So there's quite a nice way of you naturally dropping it in without having to be so direct. But at the same point, there's nothing wrong with being direct either. You could literally say, and this is what I do, we would love to be considered for an upgrade if there is availability on the day. We always like to leave good reviews on TripAdvisor after good, service. No matter what happens, upgrade or not, we just simply can't wait to come and stay with you. So nicely it's all put. About enthusing, being excitable, being kind. Yeah. And it always helps, if you possibly can, to find out who the general manager is / the person who is in charge of giving those upgrades. If you can find out them and their email address and send it directly to them, that's a good way to make sure that your request isn't going to get lost.
Awesome. Some amazing tips. And you've had some amazing upgrades in your time. The one I want to pick out is in Thailand at the Pimale Resort. Yeah. It looked incredible. So how much did you originally pay for the room which you wanted to stay in? And do you know how much the room you ended up staying in cost?
So in Thailand, the average cost of our hotel rooms a night was around £30. So for 2 nights, we decided to totally blow the budget and treat ourselves. I think that's one of the best things about when you book something for cheap. It doesn't have to be cheap all the time. You just need to find a balance. So we booked into this 5-star resort, which was so unlike us. And we went for the cheapest room possible, which I think was around £200 a night, which for us was like, oh my God, so much money. But then I made sure to email them with my template, saying, oh my goodness, seeing you on Instagram, it looks incredible. We're so excited, etc., etc. I didn't hear anything else from them. No response. That happens quite a lot of the time. Okay. Turned up, and as part of this 5-star resort, they come and pick you up from wherever you're coming from, be it the airport or your previous hotel. And we've been staying at a place which was £30 a night. They pick us up, and I'm like, oh my God, they can tell that we are not supposed to be at this resort. They're picking us up from this hotel. We're in the car, and they're just driving us up this resort higher and higher. And if you think about it, the higher you get, the better the view is.
Of course.
So they're driving us up and up past these incredible, individual villas that they've got until the car stops, and we're literally as far as you can go. There was a woman waiting outside of these 2 buildings with flowers to give us and a drink. Wow. And we were like, oh my goodness. And she led us in, and it was as we were going down the steps, I saw a glint of blue, and I realized that we had our own pool. And I was like, trying not to freak out so badly and be like, oh, this is wonderful, thanks. But actually inside I was like, oh my God. And it was genuinely what you would see like people like book on their honeymoons. It was this incredible 1-bedroom villa. It had 2 different, that we thought someone else was like sharing the pool with us, but it were both our little outhouse buildings.
Wow.
Day bed with infinity pool looking out across the sea. Honestly, I will never be able to top that. And then as soon as she left, I quickly got on my phone to see how much it was worth. And yeah, it was £468 a night.
Wow. Is that the best upgrade you ever had?
Yeah, that's definitely the best upgrade I've ever had. But what I will say, and this is always worth looking into, if you are wanting to go luxury and spend that kind of money, I know people do save this, especially if they're going on honeymoons and stuff like that. It's really, really useful to know where is good to spend your money. So I would actually say for that level of luxury, that's cheap, which sounds crazy, I know. But if you compare that to, I was looking at some other places, I don't know, you could look at the Maldives, for example, or other resorts in Vietnam, perhaps more popular. We're on a less popular island of Koh Lanta, and you could have paid £1,000 a night for something like that. Wow. So it is really, yes, it's a lot of money, but still, compared to other places, we got chatting to other people who were in those villas, and they were saying that they had saved thousands of pounds by choosing to stay there over where they normally stay in the Maldives.